question 2 is all about surds. A surd is a root of something else, so there's a few rules that maybe I should go over quickly. We'll say the root of a times by the root of a, well, that is going to be the root of a squared, which should look like to you a. That's all it is. So any number in there, the root of 15 times the root of 15 is just 15. So we have another one. We have the root of, let's call it the root of a times b. The root of a times b. Well, that is the same as the root of a times by the root of b. And you can use the same thing for division. We can say that the root of a over b is equal to the root of a over the root of b. But I think that's enough. That's enough rules. Let's actually do the question. So simplify this. Let's do that over here. Let's do that. So we have 3 root 3 times by another 3 root 3. So let's do what we would do in any other situation. Let's times the 3 by the 3. We are going to get 9. We get 9 there. And then root 3 times root 3. Well, as we know from up here, that is just going to be 3. So 9 times 3, that is equal to 27. 1 mark. Easy. So question B. There is a little trick to question B. Let's draw a line under that. There is a little trick to question B, which I'll come to in a second. But let me write it out first. 4 root 3 plus 3 root 7 over 3 root 3 plus root 7. So basically we want it in this form here. We want to eradicate the roots on the bottom. We want to do that. So what we're going to do is say times this by what we have on the bottom here, what we have here, but we're going to change the sign in the middle. So we're going to times it by 3 root 3 minus root 7 over 3 root 3 minus root 7. So we don't change the value of it because we times by something over the same thing. It stays, the same value. We don't lose anything there. So let's just times this out, and hopefully you'll see in a minute why this works. So let's do that. So 4 times by 3 is going to be 12, and root 3 times root 3 is going to be 3. So we get 12. Let me write this down. 12 times 3 in there. Then 4 root 3 times by minus root 7. So we're going to get a minus 4, and then the roots. So 7 times by 3 is going to be root 21. Root 21. Then here we have 3 root 7 times 3 root 3. So we're going to get plus 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. Root 21. Root 21. And then 3 root 7 times minus root 7. So we're going to get a minus 3 here, times by, because root 7 times root 7 is 7, so minus 3 times 7, so minus 21. Don't worry that the top of this looks quite ugly at the moment. We're going to sort that out in a minute. Let's move on to the bottom, and you can see why our little trick works. So we have 3 root 3 times by 3 root 3. Well, we just did that up here. That's 27. That's 27 there. And then what we get 3 root 3 times by negative root 7. Negative root 7. So we're going to have a minus one of those. Then we have root 7, positive root 7, times by 3 root 3. So we get a positive version of the exact same thing that we had a negative version of. So they're going to cancel each other out. So actually we don't need to write that in at all. There's no kind of middle two terms there. And then we get plus root 7 times minus root 7, which is going to be minus 7. So that's how we get rid of the surds on the bottom there. So let's have a new color here. So we're going to have 36 take away 21. That's going to be 15. That's going to be 15 there. Then we're going to have plus 5 root 21. We can just have the minus 4 and the 9, put those together. That's going to be over 20, and we can simplify it once more to get to 3 plus root 21 over 4. We've just divided everything by 5. So that is our answer. I'll see you on the next video.